Brigandine! Wait, what's going on? What's this? A new video uploaded by ChaosEndMaster? Is this a fake video? Well, hey guys, I'm back and I have quite a bit of news for all of you viewers. I'm planning to upload a lot more Brigandine videos for you fans out there. I understand that in my first Let's Play, even though the majority of you people enjoyed it, I had some issues with how I went about my videos. Not necessarily issues focusing on the gameplay itself, but pretty much everything surrounding it, if that made sense. And I'll explain in details what I mean shortly. But you guys gotta understand that I was in a dark place back then, and by that I mean that I wasn't really in a position to be pouring large amounts of my time into making videos in the first place. But I did it anyways, and I'm glad I did because over time I have realized some of my errors here and there in my videos, some that you viewers pointed out too, which will ultimately help me produce better content for you guys. So from this video on out, you will experience the results of my labor. Okay, the last part sounded kind of cheap. But like I said, I'll get into the details, but right now, I'll be reading the upcoming dialogue of the game. Something I did not do the first time around. I'll follow you. Hope you enjoyed the opening cinematics while I was rambling on, and this time around we'll be controlling Queen Leonia of Leonia. If you're new to my Brigandine videos, then you missed when I said that I will eventually play through all of the countries, including the Empire. Shh, it's starting. What is it, Kador? Your Majesty, a year ago you led us to the victory over the King of Norgar, who was the worst enemy of Melkia. Also, you consolidated our victory by taking away a part of the territory from the king's successor Vaynard. The peace on this continent and the prosperity of our kingdom are all due to your achievements as commander of the American army. Get to the point. I know you didn't come here to tell me that. You are right. I'm here to tell you that King Hengais has a warrant for your arrest. It seems that those who are jealous of your achievements have given him this idea. You're being charged with treachery. That's ridiculous. I have done nothing but devote myself to the victory and prosperity of this kingdom. How dare they question my loyalty? They must die for this. I have done all the preparation and all I need now is your order. Nani? You're telling me to really become a traitor? There is no other way. It is time you killed the king and became the new leader. Ha 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 ha. Your Majesty? Well, it wouldn't be so bad to become a king after all. Why wait in vain for others to destroy me? I shall fight, since that is the way I live. All I want is power, and I will not tolerate anyone who gets in my way. Kador, summon the entire army. It's time those pigs in the palace realize how much power I have. Yes, sir. My only concern is that once I stand up and fight for my throne, it will not only cause a disorder in Melkia, but chaos will spread throughout the continent. Do you still wish for me to do this, Kador? We must make sacrifices in order for a king to reign successfully. I am certain that you can rule not only Melkia, but also the entire continent. I understand. I'm now determined to fight until I become king, regardless of the disorder it may cause. The entire continent may be burned in the process. Isn't it a nice day, Caliph? Yes, indeed. It has already been a year since I was given the oracle and became the queen. The oracle? Well, I do not believe in any god. Caliph, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to get involved. Don't get me wrong. I don't want you to think that I became a knight for you. I just wanted to become stronger, that's all. So don't worry. Thank you. The duty of a queen is very heavy and I don't feel confidence in myself. So your support means a lot to me. It's a great honor that you feel that way. Excuse me for interrupting, but I have an urgent report to make. What is it? Is something wrong, Bishop Patronus? As a matter of fact, yes. Please come with me to the ballroom. Everybody else is already there. This report just came in. Commander Samika started a rebellion and overthrew Melkia. A new Isgra's empire was built with Samika as the emperor. I can't believe it! A great country like Melkia will fall so easily with the revolt of one of its ministers? We have no way of avoiding a war at this point. The rebellion of Samikis and the fall of Melkia have stirred the hearts of ambitious people on the continent. Does that mean that the land of Leonia will be involved in the war as well? Don't worry, because when you worry, it will show on your face, and that will make everybody in this country worry. Sometimes you say nice things. Hey, what do you mean sometimes? Anyway, it is certain that we can avoid conflict with the other countries. Okay, am I going to be able to handle this matter? Well, Leonia, I'm controlling you, so I think so. Okay, the first thing I will do due to fan service is to enable at least the summoning and class change cinematics, because some of you complain about me not enabling the fighting scenes the first time around. I'll give you a quick demonstration. I'll summon this angel. Now this is no big deal due to it only taking a few seconds, but I'm still on the fence about the attacking animation, because if I do enable that option, then it will dramatically slow down my progress throughout the game. That summoning scene was literally 10 seconds, and since I'm limited due to the fact that you have to consume mana for it, it will not happen as regularly. Now as opposed to the fighting scenes, one individual action takes like 25 seconds, more or less, and I emphasize on the more or less because if you are attacking a unit and its HP gets reduced to 0, then obviously the animation ends sooner, as opposed to attacking a unit that counterattacks back, because we all know in this game, every single unit with the exception of one particular counterattack, so an average of 25 seconds per action. Can you imagine going through every single attack animation from the enemy and your side, including magic? It will rapidly consume more time, and that is something I do not intend to bore you with. And this guy, he calls himself the Brain, originally from Nordgard but left when Vayner took the throne, pisses me off. He literally has the worst room power in this game, and he starts at level 10. That's pathetic. I am not using you. You should be ashamed. Anyways, having said what I just said previously, if a good number of people strongly suggest otherwise, then as a bit more fan service, I will enable the fighting scenes only, and if only I am attacking a country's last domain. That is the only exception. Excuse me for interrupting, Your Majesty. What is it, Asmit? Is something wrong, Asmit? A messenger has just brought this letter from Nordgard. It states that the King Vayner wishes to meet with you. Really? That's what the letter says. However, he is not called the White Wolf of Nordgard for nothing. We should be careful. I suggest we send someone else instead. Someone else? Why? He has a point. It could be a trap. A trap? Well, I will meet with him. Queen Leonia. Of course I'm afraid of him, but I don't want to ignore it. I will go. Okay, I understand. I will arrange it. It is nice to meet you. I am Vayner, the King of Nordgard. I am Leonia, the Queen of Leonia. I'll get right to the point. I would like you to choose who you're going to support. Is Leonia going to support Nordgard, or are you against Nordgard? What? You got some nerves to say something like that. Just as I thought. King Vayner, Leonia is a country which has governed itself even when America was in power. I'm sorry, but we cannot support anyone. Very well then, I guess you're declaring a war against Nordgard. Wait! We do not wish to fight. I promise we will never attack Nordgard, so please leave us alone. I told you to choose. Such an indecisive woman like yourself is not qualified to rule a country. Leonia is now mine. So, you really wish to fight? Well, if you don't want to become part of us, we will have to take it by force. You're being unreasonable. I guess we have no choice but to fight. We, the country of Leonia, declare war against Nordgard. Remember that I will never forgive you for involving the people of Leonia in the war. Whatever. No one can say that they are not involved when the continent is in turmoil. Also, you were speaking with an intense voice when you could have controlled your frustration. Well, I'll see you on the battlefield. What a wicked man. Is he gone? Queen Leonia, sometimes you amaze me. How were you able to talk to Vayner like that? What? Oh, I'm just not myself today. Oh no. What's wrong, Leonia? My legs. My legs are shaking. I can't keep my legs from shaking. You've done a good job. Here, lean on my shoulder. Thank you, Caliph. Why does Vayner choose to fight? I don't understand. I don't want to fight with anybody if I don't have to. She's such a sweetheart. Okay, now I will take this time to go into details concerning what I was talking about at the beginning of the video. You know, my mistakes and what I learned over the year. Issue number 1, and probably my biggest blunder that I have gathered, is that my videos at some point got way too long in length. Like the first 3 videos were 15-minute long, which was ideal back then, but after that, they started to skyrocket to about hour-long videos, In my opinion, my commentary wasn't that great, so I figured that was like torture for some of you to some extent. I really should have done that, and I don't know what I was thinking. I think I got possessed at the fact that YouTube back then told me that I had permission to upload over the 15-minute limit. So my mindset at that point, I think, was just to get the content out there. I should have taken into consideration that not everybody has all the time in the world to watch hour-long videos, and also I should have considered that even if they did, that maybe they aren't willing to watch hour-long videos for some reason or another. I should have really let them fly to about 25-minute-ish long videos, a target time I intend to do this time around, by the way, so more people can watch them at their own pace, so I apologize for that. Hehehehe, Moltres. Issue number 2 was the quality. I am a big aficionado over the saying quality over quantity, and I surely wasn't heading in that approach. I know my commentary wasn't that great at the time, like I said already, and at other times my commentary will come out very low to the point that the music coming from the game will have drowned it to some degree. I'll definitely will not let that happen again, and also because the music in this game is awesome. I'm getting better at commentating, but I'm still not perfect at it. Obviously, the more videos I produce, the better the commentary will be. I recall back then, I was getting really annoyed because I was experiencing syncing issues too, so that brought my morale to like an all-time low. I was new at producing videos, so I didn't really know what the hell I was doing. The syncing issue in particular, I couldn't comprehend why that was happening till this day, although I figured out an alternative to it, so it's fine now. The next issue was consistency. Not being able to fully concentrate into making videos have resulted in a random upload schedule. I'm sure you have noticed that. Videos were uploaded like weeks apart, some even months apart. I'll see to it that that doesn't happen again. The last issues isn't at all that serious, and I really should have done it the first time around, though it can easily be manageable if paused at certain intervals, but having to do this constantly can prove indeed of an annoyance, and that issue was, I really did fly through the dialogue. I should have spent the time to read the text, and also I do agree that I skipped through them pretty quickly. Heck, I read really fast and I could even catch up at times. I do remember what I was doing though. I was just pressing the X at 2 seconds apart for reasons unknown regardless of how long the text was, so yeah, my bad. On the side note, this is more like a personal favor. I completely understand that some of you have played this game in the past and that there are those who haven't, but definitely want to give this game a try. But please do not private message me on how to go about playing this game on an emulator. I haven't used an emulator since like the 8th grade, so I don't have much information of it. And as you can clearly see from my first Let's Play, I was not even playing on an emulator. I really don't have the answers to your question. I really wish I did, but I don't, so please do me that favor. Feel free to comment down below and maybe someone will help you, but please leave me out of it. I will purposely ignore any emulator/ROM related questions sent to me. I'm telling you this now, so don't waste my time. But now that I think about it, I guess I'm partly to blame because I believe on episode 1 and maybe even on other episodes, I posted a comment trying to help someone out about their emulator related issue. That was because someone PM'd me saying that that particular version worked for him or them, so I just copy and pasted that same emulator version. I should probably delete that to avoid future inquiries now that I think about it. And the last thing I want to say, a bit of exciting news actually. Someone long ago PM'd me with a very awesome idea. He or she told me that there is currently an emulator out there that can play PlayStation 1 ROMs that can participate in online connectivity. That person also told me that Brigandine GE, which stands for Grand Edition, which if you didn't know this, is a sequel to the first game that has a multiplayer function in it, has a complete English patch on it. He told me it was possible to participate in the same game with anyone, even if that person is not sharing the same console. And if that's the case, I'm willing to create a new series in which I battle fellow subscribers, since the AI in this game are not that blank. That sounds really fun to tell you the truth, but like I said, I have little to no experience with emulators at all, so I'm willing to do some research, but unfortunately not at the moment. This is where you guys can come in. If you can link me to said emulator and said ROM, then I'll be more than happy to check it out. I have a few ideas of my own, a series in which I will implement in the future. I want it to be a surprise. It's in relation to Brigandine, of course, and it should provide you with lots of laughs. At least that is the intention. Well, I'm done. That definitely was a mouthful. Now I'm just gonna send Bishop Patronus and the 2 Enchantress Philo and Sophia to Damas. You guys will stay right here. I'll send a good portion of my knights on quests, and they're really not needed right now. Now I'm gonna need Isfes relatively soon, so I'm not gonna bother sending him on a quest by chance that he doesn't get back on time or comes back beaten up. Okay, now our goal is gonna be moderately difficult. We're gonna try to recruit a new character, and to do this I'm gonna need a little luck because Leonia doesn't neighbor the Empire, so it's gonna take at least 2 months to do. The luck factor in this is if some other country attacks the Empire and wins, then we'll miss a chance to get that character, and that will just suck eggs. We'll attack Aston and hopefully no one else attacks the Empire. Fingers crossed. We're gonna have to go through area to get to the Empire. But we can take her. I hope. You're the killer doll from Iscalio area, Queen of Leonia. I feel an overwhelming power coming from her. I don't know if I can defeat her, but I can't run. You got a pretty face. What? Fear and determination. The feeling is beautiful. What are you saying? I want to see the expression on your face when I defeat you. Oh hell no, you did not just disrespect the queen. Alrighty guys, anyway, this is the first battle of the game. Let's see how we do. Since we're on the attack, they're obviously not gonna move until we get close since they have the tactical advantage. And by that I mean after 12 turns have passed, whichever country is on the defense, they automatically win and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, unless if you defeat them at that time. The same applies vice versa, and these situations are kind of non-existent because 12 turns is indeed a long time in the battlefield, so don't fret. Makes sense since if you're defending you don't move from your post until absolutely necessary. If you haven't watched my videos before, then I'll let you know right now that my goal in practically every single battle is to eliminate as many monsters as I can while leaving the leaders alone, with some exceptions of course. If you wound a leader by reducing their HP to 0, then they automatically retreat and that particular person can't participate in battle for a whole month, and they miss turns one phase. Some can argue that it's best to concentrate on attacking leaders as opposed to monsters, but I personally believe that it's more devastating in attacking their monsters more. Sure, if you wound a leader, they can't battle for a whole month, but they still maintain their monsters, at least the ones that don't get left behind, and that country can easily just swap that person's monsters from person to person, since they're not going to be participating in a battle. Maybe you can strategically weaken them for a few months, but they can ultimately just keep swapping the monsters back and forth to whoever can fight to those who can fight, and just swap them back when healthy. I think that killing monsters not only nets you more experience per battle, but you can severely weaken them at the same time because they're wasting more mana and summoning more monsters, and mana is limited no matter what country you're in. So anyway, since Queen Leonise and her childhood friend Kilov are very low level, our goal is gonna be every time the turn comes up, their mission is to kill at least a monster. So that's gonna be the plan. It's easier for the queen since she can just cast spells and not miss, as opposed to Kilov who can miss its targets. That's gonna be a little bit difficult. Now excuse me ahead of time if I'm in battle and I'm not saying much, that's because I'm concentrating. So yeah. Right here, I win the speed tie, or should I say level tie, which doesn't work in my favor as I want them to get closer, so I'll just end while moving. And to let you know, the turn order goes like this: whomever has the highest level gets to act first. Since all three of the enemy levels are higher than any of ours, they'll go first from highest level to lowest. The monsters play no roles in whom go first, so ignore them. Now in case of there being multiple leaders with the exact same level, like perfect example here, my Lancer and their Bishop are the same level, 12, then the game will randomly choose who gets to go first, which I'm completely fine with that concept, but this game in particular tends to not balance that out too well. Like for example, this turn I can give the enemy priority, then the next turn I can again give the enemy priority, then the next turn I can also give it to them again, and maybe on the fourth turn give it to you. It's very random, and I definitely had that happen before. It's so retarded. Though that situation can definitely happen to you too, but yeah, don't count on it. So in long story short, in case of a level tie, just because the game grants priority to A, it doesn't mean that B is gonna get it the next turn. Just keep that in mind.
Okay, I'll cast Protect on you, Caleb, just for insurance. I'll target different enemies to weaken them all in the group. And I'm just gonna wait with the queen until they get a little bit closer.
Okay, I'm gonna divide raid the Mandrake with the Angel. Kind of a waste of MP, but I'm just gonna eliminate the paralysis attack from their side, because that monster upon attacking can cause paralysis and it can be very annoying. If you didn't notice, there are weaknesses in this game and it's very simple, it's like very short too, but I guess I'll get to that eventually. It's not a big deal right now.
That curse spell did a whole lot of damage to my beast, which is fine for now.
That's also fine since she has Protect cast on her. Haha, suicide. Ah, poor Jin. Oh well, it's easily replaceable. Okay, Holy Word can kill you. Like I said, you must kill something every time your turn comes around. My Holy Griffin is gonna need healing. Now it's time for Holy Word. Now, Holy Word is a really potent holy spell that has incredible range, but it isn't as potent. It doesn't deal as much damage as other AoE spells, but it definitely has more range than the other. Cast a spell twice in the same turn can really cripple monsters and humans in no time at all, unless if that unit resists holy elemental spells itself. Imagine casting 2 Holy Words per turn for 2 turns. Ouchies! That is very, very powerful.
Not bad, I took out 2 monsters and hit a whole bunch of others. Remember, you gain experience for striking other units too. Although goals give out little to no experience, so
Now we're gonna weaken something for Caleb to kill, and it's probably gonna be that rock right there.
Caleb, you're doing a splendid job. You haven't missed your target yet.
Venom? Really? That's an interesting choice. Why curse when you can use Venom? Yeah, that's the thing about hard mode. If an opportunity presents itself where the enemy, human or monster can attack a leader directly, regardless of how much HP they have left, then they will take the opportunity. Like for example, let's say they have a level 20 monster and it's not dying exactly, but it has lost a good amount of hit points. If that monster is in range of a leader, then it will prioritize in attacking said leader above all else. With the exception if it's really dying, then it would just move away. And the other exception would be if that particular person can cast a healing move itself. Other than that, they will practically sacrifice itself just to get that one attack in. It's very dumb.
Even though I try to eliminate as many monsters as I can, I prioritize the leaders in getting the kills because leaders require a lot more experience than monsters, obviously. So that's why I give them the finishing blow. I'm gonna attempt to petrify the unicorn now. Well, that doesn't work out in my favor. Dang.
What should I do? I should probably just waste the rest of the MP I have, because I can just sense they're gonna retreat. I mean, it's not worth casting a Divine Ray on the center, but that's the only option I have, pretty much. And I can't cast another Holy Word until pretty much next fight, so... better than nothing, right? And they're retreating. I like how they all leave in a row. That's how low level we are. Yay, our first victory! I didn't show the victory fanfare off last time for a good reason, but I guess I can show you this time. It's the same fanfare that occurs when something levels up. And here the fanfare repeats every time something levels up, which is a total waste of time, so I just tend to skip it. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. My time is up, so I'll see you next time. I am ChaosEndMaster. Turning off my mic, and oh my gosh, I almost had a heart attack.
Hey, Caleb, I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Galen, what are you doing here? Look who decided to come along. Hi, Caleb. Baleen, what are you guys doing here? Can't you say something better than, what are you guys doing here? Oh, I'm sorry. It's really nice to see you guys. It's nice to see you too. In case you were wondering, we didn't come here for a vacation. And we didn't come here to see you either. Isn't that right, Baleen? What? Yeah, you're right. Then why are you here? Well, we're here because... Come on, what is it? Baleen, what don't you tell him? Me? Come on, guys, why are you guys acting like idiots? Idiots? Never mind, I don't want to tell you anymore. Fine, don't tell me. I'll tell you. We came here to support Leonia. What did you say? That's right, we're Rune Knights like you. Is that true, Baleen? Yes, is it wrong? No, not at all. Then we came all the way here to support you guys. You should be more thrilled. Of course I'm thrilled. I'm sure Leonie will be happy too. Leonie? Are you still calling her Leonie? Uh-huh, what's wrong with that? She is the queen of the country, you know. So, I can call her whatever I want. Well, I guess. Anyway, escort us to the queen. Okay, Leonie will be surprised to see you two. Hee 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 hee.